Hey everyone, welcome. It's Timmy here. So happy to have you along with me tonight where I get to share another awesome home DIY project. And tonight we're going to be crafting on one of our lovely wood box frames, and we are going to be offering a really awesome, easy to do project that you can easily do at home, and I'm going to tell you how through tonight's live. So great to have you here. I'm just going to put some info here so you know who I am. My name is Timmy. I am a chalk couture designer, and that means that I get the distinct privilege and honor of sharing some really awesome products that make it super easy for you to create really beautiful home decor that you will really be proud of to have in your house, or even to give as gifts. So as I said, tonight we are working on a project that is going to be great for the summer. It's all about the beach, and I know it's not quite beach season here yet in Connecticut, but it's getting pretty close. My son just told me that he expects it's supposed to be sunny and 80 on Monday, which I can't wait for. If you love summer, I would love it if you would put a 1 in the comment box and just tell me, do you love summer? If you have another favorite season, I'd love to hear what it is. You know, part of why I really love going live is not only that I get to share these great projects with you, but it's also that I can provide some opportunity to have some communication and conversation with you. So if you're watching, I want you to comment. Make sure you jump in and remind me to stop talking so much, and interrupt me and tell me great things that are going on and that you like. So I always love to hear about that. If you're watching this on the replay, I still want to hear your comments. So please feel free to tell me where it is you're listening in from. And if this is your first time watching, put a number 2 in the comment box. So that way I know when I'm watching that you're a first timer and you haven't seen this before. So I'm just going to take a quick minute here and share this video over to my private community. I have a community of DIYers that I call Style Innovators, and I'd love to have you be a part. My Style Innovators group are really a group of men and women. I would imagine at this point mostly women, I'll be honest, but I know there's a few men in there, and it's always great to have them, but who really are wanting to be encouraged and get project ideas and really just build you up. I really think that all of us can really do the things that we are meant to do when we have the support of one another. And so I love that I get this opportunity to not only share a project idea with you and help you to create some beautiful home DIY decor, but I also have this great opportunity to bond with this incredible group of people who share similar interests and want to build each other up. So if you're looking for a fun group to be in, and you want to join with other like-minded people who love creating beautiful spaces, then the Style Innovators group is for you. If you want to join, it is a private group, so you do need to be accepted, but just go ahead and put VIP in the comments, and I will be happy to make sure that you get into my Style Innovators group. Now, if you've watched me before, you know that I actually just renamed that group. So it used to be my VIP group, and now it is really more broad to include really everyone who just wants to create joy through beautiful spaces. So we're going to create some beautiful decor that you can use to beautify your spaces tonight. So I'm glad you're here. So I'm just going to get us set up and ready here so that I can share a little bit about what we're doing and that you can see me and you can see my project. All right, I think we're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and change our view a little bit. And I'm just going to share a little bit about what it is we're going to use to be able to create some great DIY decor. Now, I know that there's a few of you out there who have watched me before, and you have, I guess we don't need this, I'm getting ready to ship something out, and you probably have wondered, can I do that? How do I know which project to do? Where do I start? What colors do I pick? Well, tonight I'm going to make it really easy for you, because I am going to show you a project that you can do. And once we finish here, I'm actually going to show you how you can purchase this bundle of products so that you can create this project yourself right at home. So let me tell you, I only do have a few of these available and on hand. So if you like it and you want to grab it, you need to make sure that you let me know. I will post a picture of the bundle after we finish here so that you can see it. But everything that I am going to show you is going to be in that bundle. So the first thing that you're going to get is this box frame. Now, I really enjoy using our box frames. I always try to be careful here when I open them, because I don't want to, I have no nails, as you know. You hear me say all the time, I'm sure. I don't want to score my board by accident. So you'll get this board, comes in this little handy dandy box here. And this is what we consider to be a single-use surface. In other words, once we've chalked on it, we really aren't going to be able to reuse it again. But one thing to know about it is that it can be two-sided. So you can put one design on the front and then turn it over and actually use the back side of the board, this kind of nice espresso finish, for a second project. Totally up to you. Today we're just going to use this front side, this whitewashed section of the board. And the transfer that we're going to be using is this cute little guy called Life's a Beach. So super cute, really fun. You can mix and match and use the different elements however you'd like. We're going to use our seahorse and our Life's a Beach saying. Today we're not going to use our shell, our different shells, but you definitely can. As a matter of fact, if you watched an earlier project I did while I was visiting my sister at the Cape, I found this great barnwood frame and fell in love with it and used this transfer to put the shell at the top and Life's a Beach at the bottom. As you can see, I still haven't put a picture in there yet. Need to print one off and put it on. But I thought this looked really great, and using the gold chalk that we have, I thought really made this barnwood really stand out. So there's some, it's very nice and rustic. So, so you definitely can use different pieces. So we've got this. You're going to get the transfer. And then you're also going to get 3 Chalkpaste singles in Teal, Guava, and Peacock. And these are the ones that I'm going to show you how we use. And then you're also going to get this little squeegee, which is what you're going to use to be able to apply the Chalkpaste to your transfer, your design. And I'm going to show you all about how that works. So the only other things that I have here is I have a little fuzzing cloth next to me. Fuzzing cloths are a way for us to be able to make sure that we kind of soften a little bit of the adhesive that's on the back of the transfer so it comes off our surface easy. Now, I have used this transfer before. It's one of the beauties of our transfers is that they are reusable. And so instead of opening up a new one for this project, I'm just going to go ahead and use the one that I had used before. Now, notice that I save my transfer and I just put them back into this envelope that it comes in, so it kind of keeps it handy and keeps everything all together. So that's one option that you can do if you want. So I'm just going to move this off to the side. And then you can see I have a couple of pieces, and they are all here. Oh, an extra one. This was from a different project I stuck in there. So when you get your transfer, you'll see that there are these white lines. Those are the cut lines. So you just want to cut your transfer right on these white lines. Hey, Kate. Hey, Beth. Nice to have you both here. So we're working on this fun Life's a Beach sign, and we're gonna do a little colorful rendition of this. We're gonna use 3 colors. As we talked about, we're gonna use the Peacock, Guava, and Teal. So I have my 3-ounce chalk paste containers here, and I'm going to use those rather than opening up the singles. But if you decided that you wanted to purchase this cute little bundle, you'll get those darling little singles, and that will give you plenty, sorry, to use. I forgot my stir sticks over here. Plenty to use for this project, and even a little more. Once you open up these little singles, what you'll want to do first is kind of knead it a little, just to make sure that it's nice and smooth in here. And then I would just take a pair of scissors and snip the corner, and then squirt out a little bit that you need to use. And then when you're done, you can actually just roll it back up and put a paper clip on it, stick it in a baggie, and you'll have it available for you to use another day if you need to. So that's what you'll do with those little chalk paste singles. But I have my chalk paste containers here already open, and I'm going to use those. Now, this is the bottom of my Peacock, as you can see, and it's a little thick. And that's because I haven't used it in a little while. And in order to reconstitute it, I'm just going to give it a little squirt of water here. I'm going to try to do this not in front of my board here. And just give it a little stir here to reconstitute it. Basically, you want your container of chalk paste, or your chalk paste consistency, really to be that of like yogurt or sour cream. That's kind of a good rule of thumb to know about your chalk paste. So just, if it looks a little thick, and it still looks a little thick to me, I'm just going to give it a little squirt here. Hey Dawn, welcome, welcome. Nice to have you here. I am going to just go ahead and give this another good stir, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other 2 as well. So hey, you're all here. Who is ready for summer? Is anybody just like, I don't want summer to come? Or are you all like, yes, I want summer to come here? I am so jonesing for some nice sun and time at the beach. It's one of my favorite summer activities, although I can't always convince everyone in my family that the beach is the best place to go and hang for the day. But if you're out there and you like the beach, and you ever want a beach buddy, you just call me. I will go to the beach with you anytime. And you know what? We'll take the top down in the Jeep, and we'll go, and we'll have a great time. I love the beach. All right, and luckily, the beach is coming very soon for me in the form of Florida. We have a great opportunity to get away for the Memorial Day week. And we're going to be headed to the beach, so I'm excited about that. I know, we do need spring first, you're right, although it definitely is a little warm out there. How about you? Do you have your windows open in your house today? I thought it was a little cool on the beginning part of the day, but it is nice and warm now. Steve, my husband, is sitting out on the screen porch enjoying the nice weather. Kate, you can come on over and have a glass of wine with us out on the porch if you're free. It's a beautiful night to be out there. Oh, that's right. You're almost done with work. What are you going to do with yourself the whole summer? Are you going to chalk your life away? I hope so. I hope so. Lots of great things that you can do. 17 more days. Yeah, that's definitely something to look forward to. And my coral is very, very dry. So let's see if I can get this bad boy to behave itself here. And I actually think I'm going to use our multi-tool here to see if I can reconstitute this a little without it splatting all over me. So this is, again, kind of the end of my jar, and it may be just my sign that it's time to open a new one. But I like to try to resuscitate things as much as I can, and it's kind of a good way to show you that it can be resuscitated a little. Water and stirring usually does the trick. But as I said, this is really the end of my jar, and that's why it's pretty thick. I'm a saver. I like to save as much as possible. So I always wait until it's at the very, very end before I finally give in and throw out my paste. But maybe I'm going to have to actually give in. Oh, no, here, see, water always does the trick. Look at that. I think it's almost really at the end, though. But it might be enough for this project. It's definitely enough for this project as long as I can get it to the right consistency. So we'll keep playing with that a little. Hopefully not get it all over my shirt, although it would match, so I guess I'd be all right if it got all over my shirt. I'm making a mess over here, folks. Not a big surprise. Not a big one. So these chalk paste containers, by the way, they're 3 ounce, and they really do last a long time. I am low on these, one, because this coral has been one of my absolute favorite colors. I've done tons of projects with it, so it's really almost at the end of its life. And I do classes at my house, so everybody comes and they have access to all of my chalk paste, and so they get used quite a bit. So that's why we are almost at the end here. But generally speaking, you can expect your chalk paste containers to stay good for about 6 months or so. I would just definitely recommend coming in and giving them a stir every now and then. Definitely store them upright. You don't want to store them upside down. You want to make sure that they are upright. And, all right, well, I think maybe I've gotten this well enough here that we should be able to use it. So we'll give that a whirl and see if it's true. Easy peasy, right? All right, so we are going to use this cute little seahorse, and I think I want to put 3 seahorses on here. I'm going to do one in the center. We're going to chalk it. I'm going to lift it up, let it dry, and then I'm going to put another one here and another one here, maybe a little bit lower. And then lastly, I'm going to put the Life's a Beach at the bottom. So that's my game plan. Now you're wondering, why do I have 3 colors? Well, I don't want my seahorses to be just a single color. I want them to be pretty and colorful. So I am going to add 3 colors to this and kind of do a little blending technique. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my seahorse off of that little backer sheet. And remember, I told you I had my little fuzzing cloth here nearby, and that's because I want to just make sure that this adhesive on the back is loosened enough so that when I go to put this down, I can easily lift it back up without it leaving any residue or stickiness on my board. And it won't stretch my transfer when I lift it up. Sorry, I need one more stirring stick, I think. Here we go, I found it. And that just gives me a little leverage here to lift this back up. So you can kind of play around with this and get it just where you want it. And where that is totally up to you, of course. And I'm just pressing it down here with my hand, just to make sure there's no air bubbles. Now there's nothing you need to do to prep this surface. It is ready to go right out of the box. Nothing that you have to do. Some people like to wax this surface first, and you certainly could choose to do that if you want. The reason why you might want to wax is, remember I said this was a one-time use board, meaning that it's not going to be something that you can erase like a chalkboard if you made a boo-boo. So if you need a little wiggle room, wax sometimes can help you with that. Meaning that if the surface is waxed, some of the colors of your chalk paste that you're using might come up off of this with a little wet cloth. So if you do make a boo-boo, you might have a little chance to correct it. So since we had used this squeegee here, this is what we call our multi-tool, to stir this color, I am going to use it to apply our chalk paste. And as you can see, I definitely thinned it out enough so that it's spreading just fine. So that's good. I'm going to take my second color, which is this beautiful Couture Teal, and I'm going to add the next color that I want to see on this guy, and I'm just about going to go up to the coral. And then lastly, I'm going to take my other little mini squeegee and I'm going to use the Peacock to give my tail a brighter blue. Now you're wondering, what am I going to do with those spaces that are white? Well, I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of water on my finger and I'm going to blend those areas together. So it's kind of going to give us a nice blended look. I'm going to use another finger for this color. Make sure your finger's not too wet. And I'm just going to blend those two together. And that's it. Good to have a paper towel nearby. I got my fuzzing cloth, so that will do the trick. I also just want to pick up any excess paste here that I had on there because I had a little extra. And that's it. So we're going to lift this guy up and we're going to see how cute and simple that design was. Look at how beautiful. See? Can you see how gorgeous that came out? Super, super fun, right? Now, I'm just going to lay this transfer back down for a minute. We're going to actually reuse it. We don't need to clean it in between. I'm going to move my chalk paste containers here out of the way for a second because I am just going to grab my little heat tool here to hurry this drying process along. Now, generally speaking, you can expect that things will dry in about 2 minutes or so normally. So if you want to hurry things along, you can just use a hair dryer or a heat tool like this, and that will give you a chance to get this to dry a little bit faster. Hey, Kathy, nice to have you here. Welcome. Is this your first time, Kathy? Have we met before? I'm glad you're here. It's nice to have you. If you're just joining in, be sure to say hi. Hey, I know, isn't it so cute? I just love it already. I'm almost tempted to leave it just with one because I think that it's kind of lovely just by itself. But I said I was going to do 3, so I think I'm going to do 3. But you know what? I'm going to let you tell me. You tell me if I should add another one on either side and fill this out, or I should just leave it plain. In the meantime, while you're thinking about that, let me go ahead and put in our Life's a Beach here at the bottom. And I'm going to continue to go along with that peacock color, I think, for this Life's a Beach. I think that's going to look really pretty. So again, we're just putting our squeegee into our chalk paste container, and we're pulling the chalk paste across the transfer. Now, I hope you're paying attention about how incredibly easy this is. You can create this sign in about 3 minutes. If you weren't chitty chatty Kathy like me, this would be done in 2 minutes. So this is something that you could easily create and give as a gift, you know, just a few minutes before you head out the door. Maybe somebody's invited you to their beach house and you're going to go and hang out there for the day. Wouldn't this be a cute little thing to bring with you? And even better, you can say, I made it for you. Not something you bought at a store. So you could totally personalize it to the color choices that your hostess likes, or your own house or desk that you want to put it on. So as I said, this little kit that we're putting together is taking all the guesswork of it out for you, right? You're going to be able to have the colors that you need, the board that you need, the transfer, but better yet, this means that you also are going to have transfers that you can reuse over and over again. So you can make multiple signs or multiple gifts if you want. Isn't that super? I just love that idea. I just think it's so really cool that you can do that with our products. So, all right. Oh, Kathy, thanks for reminding me. Awesome. Oh, I'm glad that you were here with the farmhouse tray. Matter of fact, I probably tell you that I often don't sell the things I make. I usually give them away or make them as gifts or keep them for my house. But I have gotten involved in being a part of this great farmhouse group on Facebook, and they opened up a opportunity to sell something, and so I put the tray up, and in like 3 minutes flat it sold. So I was so excited about that. My sister's been very much encouraging me to sell the things I make, and I just haven't really done it. And it just felt so good. I can't even describe to you just how awesome it felt that someone was really excited about it and wanted to purchase it. One of the things I got to tell you is this business of mine has become something way more than I ever expected it to. And now I'm just so thrilled by the opportunity it's presenting me to be able to really add a little bit more fun into my life. It's kind of filled a little bit of a hole that was left when my kids grew up and didn't need me quite as much. And it also gave me something that I really could be proud of, that I could own, that was mine. And that it's actually generating some revenue for me, that I get to do some fun things with my husband. It just makes me super happy. So if any of that really resonates with you and you want to talk about what it means to be a designer and how you can get in on all that, just feel free to let me know. You can send me a message, a private message if you want. Or put a note in here, and I'm happy to connect with you. Kathy, the name of my group is called the Style Innovators. So you can find Style Innovators Comfy Couch. That's the name of my community, and you can definitely join. If you are unable to find it, I can message you with a link. Just let me know that you'd like me to do that, and I'll get it out to you. All right, so Debbie, I see you gave me I think you're the only person that voted here that you think it should be by itself. And I'm kind of thinking I like it by itself too. It's just kind of fun. Now, I don't know, should we put on a little shell? No, I don't think so. I think we're going to leave it just as is. What do you think? So let me just tell you, if you did decide that you wanted to put this down, I haven't done anything with this transfer. I just put it off to the side, but you could absolutely just lay it right back down in the place where you wanted it and follow the same routine. Easy, easy. But I'm going to go with Deb's suggestion and just have this cutie here by itself. So, by the way, if you do join my Style Innovators group, we do monthly giveaways. So one of these projects that you see me doing may very well pop up in one of our monthly giveaways. So I'd love to have you. If there are friends that you think might also like to join, feel free to invite them. Love to have them be with us. And I'm going to just move this off to the side and give you a little quick tutorial for those of you that are new and watching how it is I clean up these transfers once we're done so that we can reuse them. And I just have a little water bath right here next to me. And I have a little board eraser. Now these board erasers are, as they sound, a board eraser. They're great for cleaning off our chalkboards, but they're also really great for cleaning up our transfers. I actually think I like them the best that way. Oh, Debbie, thanks. I'm glad you like it just the way it is. And thanks for the suggestion. I appreciate it. Yeah, I like one too. I think that was a good idea. See, if you decide that you love this little bundle and you want to grab it, like I said, I have a bunch on hand. I can ship it out to you really right away. So I will put the bundle information up for you, but it is just $28, and it'll give you the board, the transfer, the 3 Chalkpaste singles that we talked about here, these guys, and we'll also give you that little mini squeegee that I just threw in here and cleaned. So I like to use this to clean everything. I've got my little cloth here. So this can be used to clean off everything. Everything's reusable. Isn't that the best, right? Yes. Very good. And the transfer, really easy to wash. All you do is you take your board eraser, sticky side down in your water bath, and then just rub the board eraser over the front of the screen to remove the chalk paste. That's it. See, it's clean, clean, clean. I'm just going to put it sticky side up on this cloth, and then I'll show you a quick trick about how, if you wash it and you want to reuse it right away, you're anxious for it to be ready to use without drying. I'll show you exactly how you can do that. So I'm going to put the Life is a Beach there. clean off my last squeegee and little stirring sticks. And that is done. See, that's the other thing I really like about this. Cleanup is so fast and super simple. Let's see, in order to give you my trick, I need a paper towel. And at the very end of my paper towel roll, Kate, look, I'm almost out of paper towels. When she comes to my house, she knows my husband's always complaining about the fact that I go through paper towels so quickly. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking this piece of paper towel, and on the sticky side of the transfer, I'm just wiping it clean. Now it's dry and it's ready to reuse, or I can put it right back on the transfer sheet. And we want to put it on the glossy side. That way it'll keep it nice and firm. And then I did this one already too, dry, so we're just going to stick it right back on the backer sheet. And that's it. Super easy, right? Put it right back into that little cellophane wrapper it comes in, and then we'll know where everything is, and we can reuse it again next time. So that's it. Super easy, fast cleanup. Oops, let's not make a mess here. And voila, done. Done, 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 done. See, it's in here, it's done. And that's it. Cleanup's done. We made a project. We finished it in record time, and I even talked a lot. So super fast. Easy, easy peasy. So anyway, hope you liked this project. I hope it's inspired you for summer. And yes, I know, stop pushing the summer. We still have spring to go, and we will have spring. But I hope you have a great night. And again, I'll post the copy of the bundle in this video at the end. And if you'd like to order one, just let me know and I will get one out to you. They are in a limited number that I have on hand, so we'll want to make sure that you get yours if you'd like it. In the meantime, enjoy your evening. Thanks so much for being with me tonight. Take a last look at our finished work here. Woohoo, super cute. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, bye.